everybody. Welcome to TAN TV, the African American Network. We have a local feel with global reach. You're watching Out of Bounds with myself, T-Rex, and of course, the beautiful Denise. Our traveling nurse,
Hey.
Maria, is out of town, saving lives, I'm sure. And we miss her, but I'm sure you guys are making for her not being here by getting in my behind as we talk about things. So, but
Yeah.
what I want to say is these are not the views of me and Denise. This is just the views of what we researched. Okay, I want to put that out there so everybody understand this is not our personal views because I don't want people to think that we're anti-American because obviously, hey Jennifer, she's watching.
Hey,
Obviously,
Jennifer.
we are U.S. citizens and we are have no felons and we don't. But I was just talking to Marie and the producer just before we, not Marie, Denise and the producer just before we came on. And I don't know if you guys have any idea what's inside this big, beautiful bill. So as we go through the day, I will bringing this stuff up. The first one, that's the most important one that I think of, is that supposedly, because I didn't read the bill, I can only go by what other entities has read the bill and then posted it and on Instagram or in the news segment, CNN or whatever. So, but what they said is now Trump's bill will also allow VA hospitals not to service veterans that are Democrat and they're due to their sex and orientation and the color of their skin.
Ooh,
That is like a blow to every veteran that served this country. That is a
how can
blow.
you do that?
Well, that's what it said. The treat that do not have to treat Democratic veterans. That's
So
it.
they can, so they could treat Republicans.
Yes, that's what he said. They can choose Republicans, but if that Republican has to be of a different color other than the predominant
That,
color,
yeah, right.
then you still fall up under I don't have to treat you. I thought that
So
was uh, really really bad, and uh, God, I just don't understand it. I don't understand when I was in the Navy. Nobody asked me. Obviously, they saw my color, but nobody asked me my voter who I voted for. Nobody asked me anything about my sexual orientation or anything. Hey, how you doing out there?
hey, how are you? Mhm.
And I just don't get it. I mean, I understand that. Oh, it's from Texas and Houston. Hey, y'all, how y'all doing?
Hey,
I
hey,
hope y'all
Texas.
safe. I know Houston's safe. I talked to my son, but my love goes out to the people that are in the middle of Texas with all them storms going on because it's crazy.
Hey,
Clarksville,
Clarksville, Missouri.
hey Missouri. We had a Jennifer says we had a town hall meeting with the secretary of the VA, and now he has not happened despite the media says. So things are not happening despite what the media says. So that is a good thing. The bad thing is somebody in Texas just wrote, "There's no thanks to Trump, no weather warning." Uh,
There's no weather warnings now either.
yeah, they didn't give them a warning at all. There are 24 young girls missing due to the storm. That
Oh,
to me,
wow.
I don't
Mm.
care what color they are. They're young women, and they shouldn't have. First of all, the warning should have went out to keep not to keep them out of that storm. I saw some of the things. I don't know if you was watching the Denise. I know you was probably at church and stuff, but it was horrible. I had to text my frat brother Michael Jefferson. He's in Austin. I haven't heard back from him yet, but everybody say phone lines and communication is down. But that water, you know how you have a bridge and that water goes under the bridge? Well, that water was covering the bridge. It was
Mm-mm.
covering the bridge. And then the bridge floated away.
No.
Yes. And somebody just got to my next question. These are just questions, and I want this
They
big
said
beautiful
this beautiful. This beautiful bill is bullshit. It's beautiful to the rich.
Then, you know, I'm glad you brought that up. You must have been reading my mind. There's 1.7, I'm sorry, $157 billion was cut from food and other programs to help the poor. Okay. And the states that are most hungry are the Republican states. But the killer is there's only 83 billionaires. So you put all this hundred and all these people, these millions of people at risk for 83 people. For 83 people.
Mhm. Hey.
Hey, Miss Legs. Whoa, somebody must know who you are, girl. She do got some legs. I'm telling you.
Somebody said we didn't celebrate the 4th.
You know what's up, dude? I didn't celebrate it even, and it's not because I'm not patriotic. I mean, it's just because I feel that our current leader is not taking care of the American people. I mean, y'all know who I am. I'm always going to stay. I almost cuss. I don't care what color you are or what's your sexual orientation or what political profile you take. I just want Americans to be treated fair and equal. I just don't get it.
Right.
You know, but to take all that money, it was, well, he took 336.8 poor families. He took the money from. That's what it was. 37.8 million poor people. That's who he's taking the thing from. And I broke it down for y'all. It says the states that get more aid than they give to the federal government. So bear with me. We start off with Washington, D.C. You know, I know that's Chocolate City, so I want to put them first. Then we hit the Southeast, Virginia, Alabama, then Arizona, Mississippi, West Virginia, Montana, Louisiana, South Carolina, Idaho, North Dakota, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Tennessee, Denise, Kansas, okay, and then they got Texas and Utah and all in Florida and all, Missouri and all of them at the bottom. But the funny thing about Texas and California are on this list. I don't want y'all to know that. And Florida. But Florida, California, first of all, California, New York, and Florida, and Texas give more money than they receive. Okay. That means if those states did not give their if they didn't give their state tax over to the federal government, which our governor out here in California is talking about not doing, we give over. So California takes, I think it's 30 million, but out of whatever we give, we have 80 million more than what we get back in the 30 million. So my whole thing is to tell the people that down south, where the Republican Party is really thick and bad, when you start feeling this crunch, remember that in October when it's time to vote for the middle, and remember next time when we come around that that's it. Because I don't know, like I said before, I know people down south don't like black people or Asian people. They just, you know, but the South is changing. And I want y'all to know that the South is changing. I'm looking at Mississippi, and Mississippi has cities that are called progressive cities. So those cities are where people can go in there and do their own thing and not worry about the color of their skin anymore. I don't know if that's down deep, deep South. I'm not getting too far from the Tennessee border. In case I got to call Denise to bring Suge down there to take care of it. But the whole point of the thing is that we have to do better as a country. And for my, I have to say this, so please forgive me. For my white friends that voted for Trump, that lives in the Southeast, in those poor states, when I look for the stats, it said 37% of black people are on social assistance. And I was like, wow, They broke that down real fast. Then if you do it online, it gets down to the bottom and it says, but the most popular, the population that is the most on there is the white population.
Uh-huh.
That's how they fool you when you vote for people like Donald Trump. They fool you by putting little bitty things away from it and the minorities at the top. Always remember, my white friends, and I call you my friends because you are my friends. I served with you, I bled with you, I did everything with you. If you know there's more white people than black people and brown people and green people, whatever people, then always remember there's more poor white people. Don't let these fools fool you talking about, oh, we're not going to take care of, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. Because as Jennifer said earlier, the VA had a town hall, they have already started purging your sex orientation, your race, and if your political standpoint's on there, they're purging that too. So all that's going away, so if it won't happen. And I just don't understand why we as Americans do that. And I'm gonna shut up and ask Denise that question. When you was talking to people, did you get an idea why he's doing all this stuff? So do anybody know?
They don't know. I haven't really talked to this many people this weekend, because I've been partying. But the ones I have talked to, they don't know why. I mean, they're like us. They stumped too. They don't know why he's doing this, to the poor, and just taking everything away. I mean, well, how do you just go in and take everything away?
I mean, just to give. I
don't know how you do that.
Just to give 83 families more money.
Yeah.
And then, I love to do this. I don't know if y'all saw my little post I put on there, but I saw this post. And they said, one of the posts said, he's trying to get rid of all the convicted felons and all the people.
Well, he need to get rid of his stuff then.
Right? Birthrights, children, and came over here on fraudulent visas. And they had a picture of him, the felon, his wife, and poor Barron, who really has nothing to do with other than being born. If he deports people, he has to deport his own people and her family.
And he needs to deport himself.
So if he doesn't, then we all know that it's based off of race and thing. And I was talking to one of my, I can't call her name, but I'm gonna give this to Denise so she'll know. I was talking to one of my fraternity brothers that happened to be Latina. And we was talking about this same thing. And I asked him, I was like, how do you feel about it? And he said, well, they should come over here legal. And I stopped him. I said, but they trying to get legalization. They go to court to get legal, and then they arrest him. He says, well, I said, so that's bad. I said, so what is the community talking about? And they're not talking about nothing. Just like everybody else, we're acting like there's nothing going to happen. And I've been preaching this thing. Denise can tell you, if this is your first time watching, I've been preaching about Germany all the time. That's how the Jews got in their stuff, and that's what happened to the Jewish people. And if you don't believe me, if you have a Jewish friend, ask them their history. Because one thing I know about Jewish people, they do know their history. They will sit down and tell you what they pass it down like black folks used to, Denise. Remember, you used to always pass it down. And, your grandfather would tell a story and so forth. So we don't do that no more. We don't do that. So I don't understand what's going on with this guy. I mean, you trying to segregate and make people fight over scraps while everybody else is getting 83 families are getting, that's billionaires are still getting the tax break. What they need a tax break for? They should pitch in. Well, there's a whole bunch of them now. Yes, we are living in crazy times, people. I agree with you. We are living in crazy times. I don't know. And I'm going to put this to Denise because I know Denise is more of a Christian than I am. Why is the white nationalist Christians, I'm not pronouncing it wrong, so big on getting rid of people. And if it says we're all God's children, why are they doing that?
See, I don't understand that. That's really contradictory. That's hypocritical because I just don't understand that. Because if you're supposed to be so religious, and but you want to do that, so I don't see all this stuff doesn't make sense to me. None of this stuff they're doing makes sense, you know. So I don't know why the religion is like that.
I think it's dollars and cents, because the second thing I want to talk about is somebody put this out there that places like we'll talk about that when we come back from the commercial. Go ahead, producer, give us this commercial.
This is Coach Abbott, head coach of Southwest Legacy, home of the Titans, and you are watching TAN TV.
My man, look at that.
Okay, I was trying to make myself a note so I don't forget. I'm old. So you know that, like that, what's that thing down the alligator prison or something in Florida? Do you know this fool's trying to put people, detain people, so that they can rent these people out to work on their farms and ranches and stuff? Can you believe that? So is the United States government? Yes. Is United States government going to get into slavery now? Are we going to be selling our brothers?
Yeah.
Huh?
That's what it sounded like.
Yes, it is slavery. That's what he wants to do. Because remember, we was talking, was it 2 weeks ago or last week, about I said about the farmers and the ranchers up in Wyoming and all that north and all those states up there don't have enough people to get their milk done and bring the produce in and all that. Now he's talking about rounding up people in the United States and let them borrow them for a fee.
How do you borrow somebody?
Well, you do know
how do you borrow a human being?
Back then on slavery.
Unless it's slavery.
Yes, that's slavery. But that's what he wants to do. That's what he wants to do. And I'm telling you right now, if you got a weapon, you better make sure you got some ammunition. Because as soon as this fool say they're going to give you some money for your weapon to turn it in, do not turn it in. Do not. I don't care if you purple. Do not turn your weapons in. Because without a weapon, you won't be able to defend yourself. And ICE is going to come for everybody. Mexicans, illegal aliens, and legal aliens, and U.S. citizens. We are all targets. If he don't like you, look at Elon Musk was his buddy. And the next thing we know, he talking about deporting him.
Yeah. He don't care.
He don't care. He don't care about nothing but money. So,
that's right. He don't care about nobody. He don't even care about himself.
No. I mean, they was talking about Obama and all, and Joe Biden and even Bill and some of the other presidents that were Republicans that tried to make a little money on the side as presidents. I don't think any of them did that. But this fool he's got his own Bitcoin. He got his own, what else he got? He's got his sons over there in the Middle East getting people to buy and build hotels over there. He's making money. And he's trying to just get it the way it is. So I understand. So what do you think about it, Denise? Just tell me what you think about that. Is that wrong?
I told you, I don't understand nothing he does. And I don't know how he gets away with all of it, because I don't understand anything that he does. Because the stuff that he does doesn't make any sense, and it's not helping nobody. So to me, he's just doing what he want to do, and they're letting him do it.
I just want to know what he's telling those senators and those congressmen when he pulls them back into the office to make them change their vote. What is he telling them?
Something. Tell them something about money, I'm sure.
That poor lady from Alaska, she didn't want to do it. he pulled her in, and she said, "Oh, he's not going to hurt my state. Maybe not today, but definitely going to hurt it tomorrow."
Oh yeah.
Trust me. Y'all should know who he is. He is. So, and then Lord forbid the Supreme Court. I can't even believe they just did what they did. I mean, that is the my sister said, "Hey, Alan, how you doing?" Rump is an asshole.
Yeah, that's exactly right. She's right.
He's a big one. And you know, the best thing I gotta say, I mean, I don't know if y'all follow TikTok and all that, but I watch TikTok. Gives me laughs and stuff. I almost said the cuss word. And that's where I got that one with the felon thing about the felon and baby's mama that came over here on a visa, you know, and we all know that his wife came on one of them Epstein visas. Y'all do know that, right? And you do know what Epstein's parties was all about, right? So we'll leave it at that because I wasn't there. I don't know what happened, but I'm pretty sure it was a puffy thing. And this fool is just, oh, you know, and I just want people to understand that voted, because I see a lot of people that voted for him that regret voting for him. They do. They regret voting for him. They be like, why?
Yeah, I don't know why they voted for him anyway.
Yeah, I should have voted for him, but I don't feel sorry for you because you will be with everybody else out there on that, you know, doing all that. The Republicans are spineless. You know, I don't get it. I just, you'll sell your soul to keep a job. You know, and then they all do the same thing I was talking about earlier. Oh, God to take care of us. And then old ass Mitch McConnell talking about we'll get over it.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, yeah,
you get over
worried about it. They got. I do have a question for you guys, and please answer this question for me. How can you make $173,000 a year, and you've been in Congress? We'll just say like Mitch McConnell for 20, 25 years. You might have 2 or 3 million if you never spent the penny, and you might have a little more if you did spend the penny. But how's he got $6 million? My sister said, "Oh well, no peace, no justice." I'm just telling you, it's crazy. It's crazy. And to my brethrens that are getting these assistant programs, I hope you didn't vote for him, because man, he is sticking it to y'all. And your boy, like I said earlier, that old geezer from Kentucky said, "Y'all get over it." I just don't get it, man. Somebody help me out here. Somebody tell me why. Why? So I do want to say one thing though, back to the states. Texas and California, Texas, and Florida do receive aid, but they give more. And I brought this up earlier. You know, now our governor is talking, he's tossing it around about not giving the $80 million. The surplus is $80 million to the government. He said, we only need government assistance for $30 million. So I'm thinking we probably give them 120, something like that, 110 million. So if we keep all that and not give it to them, it's not going to hurt California poor. It's not going to hurt New York's poor. It's not going to hurt Florida's poor. It's not going to hit all the states that's making money. It's going to hurt the South. Unfortunately, with the best view of the world is the South, but the job market don't want to pay you because they just don't want to. They're afraid to bring the factories back. They were down south before, but then when the unions wanted to make that money, they left. Now they're over in China and other places making these parts. Speaking of China, China said they give you a hookup now. You don't. They'll give you a break on shipping and everything. Now you can buy some stuff from China, like some Air Jordan, since they don't have to deal with the patents no more, since they got the tariff going on. So they can make Air Jordans and sell. They make Air Jordans over, I think, for like $5 a shoe. So they'll sell them to you for $20. That's a profit for them. Instead of you paying Michaels what $532 for a pair of tennis shoes. I wanted to buy some old school Jordans. I went to the mall. It was $532. I'm like, I like my feet, but not that much. I don't know. Did you buy Suge some? Denise, did you buy Suge some? Did you buy Suge some tennis shoes?
No, I didn't. No, she celebrated her birthday the 26th of June, so I had bought her a lot of stuff then. So I didn't mess with her this for the 4th.
Okay, but you know, I know you baby her. I know you baby her.
Yeah, but I didn't do anything. She had a big party. She had a party.
Wait a minute. You froze, but I can't wait for you to unfreeze. Tell me about this party. I can't wait.
She had a party on her birthday.
You got to tell me
And
about it.
she had ice cream, and she only gets ice cream doing this. She had ice cream, and she had cake, and she had a special dinner, a special dog dinner, and candles. Huh?
Okay, and then your girl just came on. What's up, Michelle? She said, "Hello, everyone. How was everyone's sport?" And somebody said, "Happy birthday."
Thank you.
Yeah, you better be nice. If you going to Clarksville in October, you better be nice. You might be walking. You might be at homecoming.
She might.
I'll have me some doggy treats in my pocket. Guarantee that.
Yeah, she might.
So, but yeah, it's I'm waiting. Come on, Michelle. You just came on. Tell me something. What do you think about this big beautiful bill that our president just passed by bullying Republicans that knew it didn't pass? I just don't see I want to know what he said. And I'm sure it won't come out till he's dead what he said to these people. But I just can't get it. It's baffling to me. So anyway, I'm gonna get off the politics and let's have a little fun. So do y'all think if he starts supporting people that like his current wife and current child, what do you think he's going to do to them? Are they going to be able to get special privilege yet, or what? What do you think, Denise?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Michelle said, Denise, I think he's full of doo-doo.
She's right.
You want to read this one here about ICE?
Yeah, y'all saw how ICE tried to take the what is it?
Haitians.
And they beat and sent their asses out their community. Yep.
Yeah, I think that's what we're going to have to do.
ICE is taking everybody.
I think that's what everybody's going to have to do. I think everybody's going to have to stand up and fight for their community. Yeah, it's going to be civil, unfortunately.
He wants a war. He wants a war. He wants one.
It has to be, because I think that's the only. I think I'm hoping it won't go to bloodshed like that, but it's got to be something that the regular person can do that won't let his family or her family get deported for no apparent reason other than that their color of their skin and their nationality is different. And I don't know, if being an American citizen is the power to have free speech and all those things, and these people are American citizens, if they came over here and got a real visa, came over and started working, if they go to court to get their visa, they still doing the right thing. These ICE people are grabbing. They have a child, like Trump had a child. Barron should be deported. I'm gonna say that because even though he's Trump's son, he still should get the same privilege that everybody else gets. But with that being said, he should still get the same punishment that is thrown out to other people. There's no difference,
Right.
You You can't say because he's his color of his skin or who his daddy is makes him get the privilege. No, America's supposed to be equal for all. And if you're gonna represent the American people, remember only 83 of those families are filthy rich. The rest of us are upper middle class, lower middle class, and poor. That's who we are, and we're lot families. So I think I think these people that these
Why was the number 83?
because that's how many numbers of billionaires there are. 83 billionaires.
Oh, okay.
That's all. So they, 83 billionaires, and he gave all that money. He gave 38. I say families because they're family, but the head of that family is only 38 families. We'll say it like that. They got a tax break, but the people who need the tax break didn't get a tax break. And what are they going to do? What are they going to do? Oh, here we go. Michelle said, if they remove other kids from, you're right. They should remove his child and his wife from America too. And if he wants to deport, then he wants to deport everyone. I agree with you, girl. He should first, if he wants to show us what we're talking about here, Felicia, he should stand up first and deport his in-laws. Her whole family came over on a visa, and her and his son. If he's true to what he's saying, if he's true, but like I said earlier, he's dealing with the white national Christians, and I don't think they Christians. I believe in God and all that good thing. I just don't understand why, if you're a Christian, you want to hurt another person. Especially after y'all went through the crap y'all went through back in the days, being fed to lions and tigers and bears. Oh my! And now you can do the same thing. Or is it about money? Or is it really is you just tired of brown, black, yellow out there doing their thing, and you get mad about it? Just tell the truth. Go ahead.
Commercial.
So Felicia said hello.
Hey y'all, it's Key to another level. Today I just finished a tough game in the 8th grade division playing SA Future. We won by 20. Finished out strong, and that's pretty much it. And you're watching on Tan TV.
Whew. I don't understand. Here we go. States that get more aid than they pay from the government. I talked about that earlier. I think that those states, if they stop giving it, because Texas, California, and then it's Texas, are one of the largest in the top world as far as economical. Texas is one of them. In California, I think New York is way down the bottom. They're still above other countries. We're not talking about states. We're talking about countries in the world. I think California is like third or fourth, and Texas is right behind them. That's their economy. If we don't pay into the government, it's going to be crazy. Okay, so I got two. Denise, can you read the one that's coming up here about the Democrats?
Democrats need to set it off with those spineless Republicans.
That is true. So Jennifer just said, it's been a nightmare trying to change my identity, my name, my paperwork since she's married me. I can only imagine that what it's like for immigrants trying to stay here legally. Driver's license, passport, etc. It is true. It is true. I just don't. Why? I mean, okay, let's just be honest. If he was going after the drug dealers and the gang members and all that, that's the only ones he was arrested. And they was across the board. I don't care if they was Haitian, German, whatever. He was just getting rid of the bad people. I wouldn't say anything because those are the bad people. But he's not getting rid of bad people. Those people that was working those farms and all that stuff, they was taking care of their family. And they was paying So if the farmers was doing what they supposed to do, paying them legally, they was paying into Social Security,
We need to show
state
up.
tax, Medicaid, Medicare, all that crap they was paying into it. How's it broke if we got people who can't get those comforts of life? How are they going broke?
They said we need to show up mid-election. That's true.
Yeah,
People
we do
need
need
to.
to show up. We do
Yeah.
need to show up. I want those poor states to show up and show out, and don't be fooled by the Republicans. Okey doke. Oh, we made a mistake. No, you didn't make a mistake. A few of y'all said no, and the rest of y'all got hoodwinked by Donald Trump, and that's why we're in the state we're in today.
Right.
And nope, it's all uncertain for everybody. You know, when you start hitting the veterans and people at the hospital that need help, and then you taking stuff away, it's crazy. So I think you're right. We do need to show up. We got to show up. We gotta quit being passive aggressive. We gotta be more aggressive. You know, and I'm not just talking about one particular segment of America. I'm talking about all the segments. I'm talking about, you know, the housewives. That your children ain't getting enough to eat in school. They might only give that one meal. That might be that one meal they get to eat, and he's taking it from them to give it to.
Yeah.
I said 83 million billionaires. He's giving a break to them instead of feeding the child. How many poor children that went through the system properly and became doctors and lawyers? How many? So we're gonna miss out on all those people, all that great talent because of their financial status. That's wrong. He's only been in office for 6 months, and he's been held in imagine I can't see that. My glasses messed up. Image for years from now. Yes, he has messed up he put hell on everything. People die because of no health care. That is true. That is true. And Michelle just said over here, stand up, fight for our kids and grandkids are coming in this world. We have to. We have to. And I'm telling y'all right now, just like them Haitian people, they show up in the hood. It can be anybody too. The Haitians showed you what to do. Because, you know, the first thing he tries to do, and I'm hoping to God lay their arms down, because in the Constitution, they're not supposed to fight. Only time they're supposed to fight in America if there's somebody taking over America. So to my fellow servicemen, if you are called to go do some crap against a city, put your weapon down. Step aside. Step aside. It's unconstitutional. Don't take my word for it. Find out for yourself. You know, I see all these commercials on TV to give $19 a month to a needy child for cancer. I see all this help feed a family, rescue these puppies, these dogs, these cats. And I think about all the money that these guys are stealing from people. Those people can't, that's why they're in the situation they're in. Come on, y'all. America, we got to do better. We got to do better as a people. Because I don't care what race you think you are a part of, black, green, purple, those aren't races. Those are colors. You're part of the human race. I keep saying that forever. We're part of the human race. So being part of the human race, you have to understand, as an American, I don't care what nationality is, what your color is, what your religion is, or what political party you for, you are still an American. And we need to take care of these people. People will do because of no health care. What are people gonna do? They're gonna die, like you said. They're gonna die without health care. They're gonna die. Children. And yeah, you could probably give $19 a month now. But in 3 more months, when they start hitting everybody else, oh, it's going. That $19 a buck might just be all you got to feed your own family. We don't know what's coming. We really don't know what's coming, and it's scary. It is scary. So I know I went and got my real ID, and if you don't got your, I don't know if your state has a real ID, but I recommend if it don't, you get you a passport or that you can carry around for you. You say, well, I'm not leaving the country. You will have to need some serious identification to get away from these people that's rolling up on people at Home Depot. What kind of criminal works at Home Depot out there trying to make a living for this man? I don't get it. I don't get it. Maybe somebody out there, well, hey, maybe one of my Republican friends can come over here and tell me why that's needed. I mean, if you want that job, you can stand out there and get that job. You know what I'm saying? That's what you want. You can stand out there. I've never seen them on somebody way because they were standing out there waiting for a job at Home Depot. That's really sad. It is really sad that people that they do that. They're not taking nobody's job. People won't be able to afford groceries.
And it's going to be real bad. Yeah, you can't hardly afford them now.
And Michelle just said it's shame. It's a shame. Them billionaires' kids with wealth care. I'm sure. I'll stop it. They don't care. You know they don't care. The billionaires don't care about us.
They got rid of the SNAP.
Yes, they got rid of SNAP. They got rid of SNAP. They getting rid of any program. First of all, I can't see stop people from eating. You know,
that's ignorant.
That's just can't stop people from eating. So we gotta take care. I don't care what color you are. We gotta take care of the people who can't eat, that don't want to work. Those people aren't down here like you try to say, oh, they lazy, they doing drugs. No, those people are probably down there working a job that barely pays them enough to pay rent, and they only get 1 meal a day. So yes, you got to give that back. Then you start hurting with the people on Medicaid. You trying to get them so they can't go to a hospital, so they can get treatment. Wow. I hope one day that all those rich people, for some bizarre reason, become poor and they have to get those services. Yeah, y'all laughed about that'll never happen. If you said this was happening 3 years ago, we'd say, this ain't never going to happen. But it's happening to American people as we speak. So I don't know. I wish I had answers. I mean, all the thing I can say is, like someone said earlier, Civil War. But they don't want to fight. Oh, trust me, they ain't gonna want to fight. They rather some 83 billionaires and Donald Trump. They'll rather pay somebody to fight you than get out there and fight for themselves. I'm just telling you. Oh, why do I have to fight? I have money. I'll send Terry out there to kill someone. No. Come on, y'all. If you got a billionaire friend you watching the show, ask him. I like to know why he needs a tax break. What is he gonna buy? A new Learjet? Like one lady said, get married to his 15th wife and spend $600 million on a wedding. Come on, y'all. I mean, it's okay to be rich. I'm not mad at you, but don't take from them. Don't take from people who are not. Understanding you've been blessed. You believe in God, you've been blessed. Pass your blessing on. Pass your blessing on. Come on, billionaires. I know somebody, this billionaire's listening. Tell them, pass that on, because America is supposed to be a melting pot where everybody comes to make a better life. Don't make it like some of those countries, those third world countries, where it's the haves and the have-nots. That's why we had all those problems in Israel and Hamas. I'm just telling you. So I'm gonna get off that horse. about some fun stuff. So, the pictures have been circulated, these about that big beautiful parade he had for the Army and all that, and how he hid all the pictures of the stands being empty. His motorcade went by with nobody in the stand. Nobody in the stands. No, when I say nobody, there was nobody, not even one person. They were empty when the motorcade went by. So that tells you right there how they feel about you guys. That's how they feel about you. And you wasted. You wasted. That's $600 million you paid on that stupid ass parade. Could have went to one of those programs to save somebody's life or food. Not you. Not you. Then you go down and you spend government money to go off. He's a con. I said this a long time ago. He goes back to his home, play golf on his course, charges the government to house those people in his hotel. Come on. When y'all gonna wake up and see the con? Come on, y'all. Come on, this is like 3-card Marley. It's a con game, y'all. He's a con artist. Like I said earlier, he's a convicted felon with a wife that came here illegally on a fraud visa, and now he has an anchored child. I'm just speaking the truth. Somebody, if I'm lying, please somebody tell me. Come on, America. We only got each other. That's all we got. Because they turn the rest of the world against us. That is what he's doing. Oh, thank you. He's turning the rest of the world against us every day. Every day. And if you think he's tough on Putin, Putin ain't scared of him. Donald Trump, he got that catheter bag. He barely walked with that damn catheter strapped to his leg. He go fall or hurt himself. Uh-oh. What's up, Duck? Say that local government has to be watched. Yeah, local government needs to be watched. You don't know what they're doing either. I believe there will be a civil war. I agree with you. I do think it will be a civil war. I just think it is. I'm telling you, you will know when it's coming because they'll ask everybody to turn their weapons in. Do not do it. Do not do it. If you're in a state that allows you to keep your weapon, keep it. You have the right. I think that's in the Ten Amendments, not the Ten Commandments, but the bear arms. You have the right to bear arms. You might not be able to take them out in the street and shoot somebody. They try to get to your house and take care of you. You can get it. Thank you, sis. That's true. True that is. We have to do that. We have to take care of your family and your neighbor. And if you're not, God forbid. I wish we had a billion shugs to send out there to bite them in the balls, and they won't be doing. They won't be doing the things that they do. So that's it. So all I can say to everybody is, please, stay abreast with the news. Take care of yourself, and most importantly, take care of your neighbor. Take care of your neighbor, because you never know who's going to be able to save you. And to the people in Texas, right now, Texas is a big Republican state. My heart goes out to you. That rain came from nowhere, and Lord have mercy, it is coming down still, and people are losing their lives. And this man took money away from the weather people to warn those people. And that's Texas who voted for him. They will play hard. They're gonna have to play hard to get her weapons. Yeah, to get mine. I ain't giving up nothing. Miss Dukes came on first. Yeah, I think he ran for president because he wanted to run the country, rip off people, and get revenge. Hold on. Get revenge. I'm trying to. Somebody took it, been able to steal the election in 2020. I agree with you, with Jacqueline. I agree with you, Jacqueline. That's just what happens. he's a petty person. He's a petty person. And I just want to know what kind of vocabulary does he have? It's very, very, very good. The dude cannot talk. He cannot talk. I ain't the best person to talk, but I ain't president of the United States. Well, if I was president of the United States, oh, party. It won't be no 83 billionaires chilling. They would be paying their fair share. They're gonna pay it. They will be paying it. So, well, I'm not gonna hold you guys. We got about 10 minutes left. My co-host, she been partying real hard. this 4th of July weekend for my girls. She been working them legs. I'm telling you. If they had a party every 15 minutes, Denise was there. Trust me. If you ain't never seen her legs, come to Austin P. She gonna have them. She got some
honey.
Good. Look, she might wear them white shorts. I ain't. Remember the white shorts you wore to homecoming last time? That was 2 years ago. We still be talking about it.
There you go.
I'm just saying for a friend.
There you go.
If you ain't never seen a perfectly muscled leg in your life, don't touch it. Don't touch it. Denise go back here. I sure will. Don't.
Yeah, I'm gonna come and get it.
Them ladies don't play down there in Clarksville, man. They don't play. I don't think they play down South Pier. I think, and that's the bad thing about it.
There you go.
And she said, Jacqueline said, "What's wrong, sis? She been partying, Jack. She been partying." She said earlier, "I've been out every night, 2, 3 in the morning." I ain't mad at her. If I was in Clarksville, I'd been out here.
Started on Thursday.
I bet you been getting about 5-6 minutes of sleep.
Yeah, you're right. Not that much. Then I had to go then I had to usher today too. So that was
I'm telling you. Then she had to get up this morning to go to church.
I had to get up early.
She did this church. She don't
usher. I had to usher on that
usher, yeah. So she had to be there early. So, hey, I'm not. But you know what? That's what holidays are for. To enjoy yourself. Remember what the 4th of July
was
sang
nice.
before we start saying goodbye here in the next.
Yeah, the Independence.
Remember,
the Independence Day.
It's Independence Day. We fought to be independent. Now, people of color didn't get independent until later. We had our Juneteenth, so we cool with that. But remember what we fought for: tyranny and all the things that looks like they're trying to do again. And that's why we had that war called the Civil War. That's what we have, So don't let history repeat itself, at least in our lifetime. In our lifetime, let's not leave our children and grandchildren to pay the debt. This trillion was supposed to be like $300 trillion that they'll be in debt by the time that the next generation comes afloat. That's crazy. Because of one man, he didn't cut the debt. He increased it. Only thing he took away, he robbed Peter to pay Paul. In other words, he robbed the poor folks, the middle class, the upper middle class, to pay the filthy rich. That's what he did. And if you don't believe me, all you gotta do, anything that I say, all you gotta do is grab your phone, your laptop, or whatever, and Google it. It'll tell you. They try to hide it in the conversation. They always do. The media say, 19% of black people are on welfare, 12% of Mexicans are on welfare. Then they'll say something like 1 out of every white person is on welfare. Come on, y'all. We know there's more white people. So if 1 out of 5, that's a larger number than 19%, 16%, and so on. Don't be fooled by the okie doke. And don't think I'm pointing at the white people. I'm not. I'm not. I'm just trying to tell you the facts. I'm not saying white people are. They not bad. They just like us. Everybody in America. America, the rich, keeps us fighting each other. Let's come together. And like them two bulls said, little young bull said, "Daddy, let's run down there and get us one." He said, "Son, let's walk down there and get them all." So let us walk together. Hear what we got to say and keep it. All right, Denise, say your goodbyes. We're going to get out of here. I'm going to say it after Denise will say our goodbyes.
Thank you, everyone, for watching tonight, and I hope everybody has a safe, long weekend. Take care this week, your work week. Be careful. Stay prayed up and pray for this. Just pray for the United States, for everybody. Just pray for the nation and everything. But keep your guards ready and be blessed. And thank you for watching. And hello, everyone that tuned in.
That's it. And the last one said, "Let's walk together." Is right. That's right. We have to put all this things that keep us separate by the media or by the government, by that propaganda that they put out. I'm just telling you, minorities ain't stealing all the money, because if we were still on the money, everybody have a Hummer or something like that. You know, we wouldn't be living in the projects. We'd be living in the mansions. So minorities ain't stealing the money. And the average white person ain't stealing the money either. There's probably, I still say 83. That's what the number was on the internet. 83 billionaires. Y'all keep that in mind. Always keep that in mind. 83 families take what we need to survive, but 83 billionaires can get it. Be beautiful. You be safe too, sis. And good night to everybody. This is KNTV, the African American Network. We have local feel with global reach. I'm T Rex. That's Denise, and producer. You can take us away. Deuces. See you next week. We'll talk about fun stuff next week.